Hey everyone, this is Scott David from Repair DJ Gear. Let's get into the disassemble process of the Traktor Kontrol S4 MK3. Alright, well the first step is to make sure it's clean, and let's remove all the knobs from the top portion of the controller. Pretty straightforward. And here we don't have to remove any fascia plates, just flip it over. And we're going to remove 21 screws from the bottom plate. Alright, and now flipping the unit over again is the easiest way to remove the bottom cover. And just make sure you collect all the screws. And you can see a really clever Berlin imprint inside the bottom cover. Okay, remove the 4 screws from the main output XLR connectors. And now disconnect the electrical ribbon cables from the input-output board. Remove the 12 screws securing the in and output board. Gently remove the board, flip over, and disconnect the 3 electrical connectors and remove the ground screws. There's one zip tie in the center securing the ground cables. Remove that and replace that when you reassemble. Remove the 6 screws from the headphone circuit board and the 2 on the mic input connector. Disconnect the electrical connection and remove that circuit board. Now remove the ground cables from the remaining printed circuit board. Take note of the routing, and when you reassemble, make sure that the ground cables are loose and they're not squeezed in between any parts. Remove the ribbon and electrical connectors from the channel fader printed circuit board. Remove the 5 screws, and then you can remove that circuit board. Now remove the 8 silver screws from the main circuit board, and then there are 8 per haptic drive wheel motor, and then there are 6 per deck side, and there are 5 screws in the center where the EQ pots are. In total, there should be anywhere from 31 to 33. Now with the main circuit board removed, you can remove all the hard plastic and silicone touch pads. Pretty straightforward. now you can remove the haptic drive wheel motors from the chassis, and that's pretty much it. We will get to the haptic drive motors later, but for now just set them aside. Bring the chassis back again and flip it over, and we will remove the haptic drive clear plastic rings. And after that, we can remove the 6 screws for the tempo and crossfaders. And after that, the chassis is ready for any type of cleaning. All of these micro switches can be replaced. And we're going to remove these plastic mounting plates. Before we remove any nuts, flip over the unit, disconnect the ribbon cable from the circuit boards per deck, and then start removing the nuts to remove the white plates. The center white plate has 2 mounting shafts that on the bottom side that need to be removed. They're in the center. Remove those and then the plate should come off. And after that, you're pretty much good to replace any rotary encoder, any potentiometer, micro switches, and give that circuit board a deep cleaning. Alright, as for the haptic drive motor, there are 4 screws securing the base plate to the motor itself, and there's 1 ground strap. After that, just easily separate the base from the motor. There isn't much servicing to do here, besides making sure there's no debris in contact with any of the components inside. And then we are going to remove the printed circuit board from the base plate. The circuit board is secured with some glue. It looks like they used hot glue so it doesn't become dislodged from any vibration or from moving it too much. As you can see, if fluid does spill on your haptic drive, there is a little channel where fluid can get into and not necessarily onto the circuit board. So to remove the circuit board, we need to remove the glue from the base and the circuit board and just use an X-Acto knife or razor blade carefully. And then the 2 small holes are used to place tools inside of them and rotate the circuit board either clockwise or counterclockwise. To remove the PCB from the base, you have to hold the base and rotate the circuit board counterclockwise, and it should unclip. To reassemble it, you basically line everything up and rotate it clockwise, and it should snap into place. And carefully remove the circuit board from the base plate. It only installs one way, so you won't have to align anything necessarily. In conclusion, the disassemble procedure for the MK3 is surprisingly easier than the MK1 and MK2, mainly because we don't have to deal with any fascia plates. The reassemble procedure is very straightforward. Just keep note of the routing of the cables and make sure the ribbon cables are properly installed and secured, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us by emailing us directly at info@repairDJgear.com repairdjgear.com, or you can visit our website at repairDJgear.com. Thank you very much.